And at what point is feeling a negative emotions actually harmful versus helpful? Hi, this is Jeremy Elliott with Positive Resonance. Today I want to talk about raising vibrations versus the need to feel negative emotions. Now, when we're on the spiritual path, there is often this emphasis on, okay, we have to continually raise our vibrations to get to new levels or for the law of attraction to work and to bring in things that we want in our life. So how do we incorporate still allowing ourselves to feel those negative emotions, and at what point is feeling a negative emotions actually harmful versus helpful? To give an example, when a person is grieving, there's a lot of negative emotions coming through, and you might think, if you're going through the grieving process, like, that's it, my vibrations are just plummeting, I'm going down, wrong direction. But actually, this is not true. When those emotions are coming up, that is a clearing process, and that's actually going to help you raise your vibrations, and it doesn't actually lower them, because again, this is emotions in real time that are coming up, and as long as you're allowing them to be felt, you're in a healing process, and this is actually good for you. But again, the question is where does it cross the line? Because there is a line that can be crossed in grieving as well as any other emotions. If, for instance, that down the line you're carrying with you this attitude where I don't ever want to be hurt again, uh, maybe even on a subconscious level, that is already unhealthy. All right, so I want to talk about today some ways to understand how to distinguish between when you are processing emotions in a healthy manner and when you are experiencing emotions in a way that is not healthy for you. The first way to determine this is to ask ourselves the question, are we in defense attack mode, or are we allowing ourselves to feel vulnerable? In other words, are we saying, hey, I feel angry right now, I feel sad right now, versus, oh, you made me so angry, you made me so sad, look what you made me do. So one of those is simply allowing yourself to feel those emotions and come up, and the other one is when you're feeling the pain to actually go into defense mode or attack mode, and it actually is deflecting that pain. You're keeping it inside, you're tensing up. So there's a big difference between those two. At the physical level, you will keep emotions inside of you and not allow them to process when you tense up your body and start to breathe very rapidly. So when you have these short, rapid breaths, you're tensing up. This will actually physically keep those emotions inside, and this is part of that defensive response and attack response. Uh, the opposite of that is just allowing yourself to relax, breathe, deep breaths, let those emotions come up. Don't be trying to figure out who hurt you or what happened, but simply feel in the moment, okay, this is what's coming up, this is what's happening. A third method for determining if we're processing emotions and negative emotions in a healthy or an unhealthy manner is thinking about whether this is something that's in the present moment or something that we either drag it from the past or thinking about for the future. For example, something just happened to me, I can't believe it, I'm feeling a lot of anger, etc., versus this person has always been treating me so badly, this happened to me, back in the day, and you're still carrying that with you, or you may have fears because of what if something happens to me, what if this happens, what if that happens. So anytime that you're, bringing something from the past or thinking about future events versus just being in the present moment can help determine whether those negative emotions are healthy or unhealthy. Related to that, you can ask yourself the question, have you turned an event into a story? So you have a tendency when you do that, when you say, when you have something that happened to you, it hurts you, by repeating the story over and over again, you keep on preventing yourself from actually feeling those emotions that hurt you in the first place. You're keeping them inside you. And instead, what you want to do is put that down and really concentrate on the emotions themselves. What did that feel like for you? And allow that to come up, and let the story aspect of it go. Now, often it can be good to talk about what happened in processing these emotions, and telling somebody, okay, this happened and I feel really bad because of these are the emotions I'm feeling. Unfortunately, when we do this, anybody that is listening, especially if they were involved, has a tendency to then go on the defense and then want to immediately solve the issue in some way, or explain away your emotions of, oh, you shouldn't be feeling this way, or oh, don't worry, we'll fix this. This is what we can do, and that's not helpful. So again, all you need to do to solve the problem is to feel those emotions. So if that's coming up, that the other person is going into this Mr. Fix-It mode, then you can be like, listen, I don't need the problem to be solved. I just need you to listen to me, because that's going to solve the problem. So those are some methods you can use to determine whether the emotions that you are feeling are being processed in a healthy manner or an unhealthy manner. And again, when you process these emotions and allow them to come up, you are clearing them out and no longer carrying them with you as what they call emotional baggage. Because when you carry those emotions and you don't let them out, those emotions will eventually lead to physical disease. But if you do process those emotions and allow them to be released, then you are helping yourself raise up those vibrations, and you are continuing to progress on your spiritual journeys.